Ayan. Hi guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. At today is Sunday, August 1. So guys, it's a good news. Yes. Uh, yeah, it's a good news for me. Upo muna tayo. It's a good news for me guys because I've got my salary from YouTube since what's that? Since tax implemented, I've got my first salary in YouTube today. I wasn't expected today because I know that I've already have my salary, but I know the cutoff is 12 of the month, 10 of the month already. Our revenue is already in AdSense. I knew that. And then 12, I was waiting, they will email me because I know I already reached the payment threshold. And 12, so I was checking 12. No, they don't email me until the first week from the cutoff. No, they don't email me. Until I was like thinking, oh, I think I wouldn't have my YouTube salary this month. Maybe next month I will get my salary. Until the next week, I still have no email. Of course, I am waiting for them because they told me when I pass my tax information. They told me they will timely get my salary each time I reach my threshold payment. And then now I reach my threshold payment. I was waiting their email, but don't send any email from me until the last week of July. Yes, the last week of July. So I wasn't expected already because I was thinking, oh, maybe next month I will get my salary, not this month. But I know my threshold payments is already reached because I was checking my AdSense account. I already reached my threshold payment, and then I was waiting their email, but they don't send me. And then until the last week of July, July 22, like around 4 in the afternoon, I was receiving the email. Oh, we will send your payment, your salary. And then so I was like very happy because this is my first payment, YouTube payment salary since the tax implemented. So the question is, how much YouTube cut it my tax? Guys, the answer is YouTube, Google, they don't cut any cents from my YouTube salary. Not even 1 cent, 1 cent, 2 cents. No, they don't cut any cents from my tax. We all need to apply our tax information because they all need to cut our YouTube salary. But for me, I don't have tax. They don't cut any tax from me because I am OFW here in Hong Kong. Since all OFW around the world, if you are a Filipino, if you are OFW, you are exempted any tax payment in the Philippines. My tax information is addressing in the Philippines. That's why when I first applied my application, it was like under review. I was under review for 1 day to 2 days, and then they asked me any document to prove that I am OFW, because in the Philippines OFW is exempted any tax payment, and in the Philippines also we have treaty. So I applied that. When I first applied the tax information, I don't have any idea what to where to address. The first thing I did is I address here in Hong Kong, but I cannot. There is something that I cannot proceed. Really, I cannot proceed, but I really don't know. I really don't know because this is my first time for me, and I don't have any idea. I don't have any people to ask. What is this? What to put this? What to write this? What so what information I should write here like this and that. So I do it by myself. So I just read there and follow all the information like that. And then I tried, because I cannot proceed when I addressing here in Hong Kong, I address in the Philippines. When I address in the Philippines, yes, it can be. When I submitted, they asked me to submit any document, passport, government ID, identification, any like that. So I submitted my passport. My passport I renewed my passport here in Hong Kong. So luckily, when I submit my passport, they accept it. And then they accept my passport. And then they say, we will email you after we review your application. The next day, I got an email. They approved it. And then they told me that I didn't cut it any cents. Zero services. So the cut is zero services. So I was really happy because that the thing that I cannot proceed when I addressing here in Hong Kong. When I tried to put my address in the Philippines, when I was submitted, yes, they accept, but they asked me some documents. When they asked me some documents, I submitted my passport. My passport renewed here in Hong Kong. And then I was thinking maybe because they told me, we will inform you if we need another document. So I was thinking, to prove that I am OFW, I should maybe submit my contract, work contract here in Hong Kong. So I was already prepared. To submit my contract here in Hong Kong. And then when they emailed me that I'm approved, and then they cut is zero services. I was so happy at the time. Of course, I was so happy at the time. And then now, this is my first time, because I was submitted last May, and they will start cutting tax implemented last June, and then now is July, so this is my first salary, guys. Since tax implemented. So I've got my salary. So I've got my salary, 856 Hong Kong dollar. So guys, look at this. So I got, and this is my first salary since tax implemented. And then, of course, Hong Kong dollar. So that is my YouTube salary since the tax implemented. Sorry guys.